first started
They say
writing when
heart is a
I
set
was
of
maybe in
emotions.
grade 10,
Just pumps lots of blood.
and
Heart also
it was just a way for me to
love.
try and
They
figure out a
say
few
all you need
things.
is love. At least the Fab Four did.
The idea that people were
Once they became
growing
the
old in
Fab
front of me,
Four,
and some
the
people
not
that I
so
really
bad
liked
five didn't
were
really care much
were,
for love.
passed
Actually,
away,
it caused
and I was
one
just
of the
trying
five to leave. But
organize all of the thoughts.
love is like a river that flows, like
flowing
water
through me.
grows,
So writing was just a way to maybe try and
group
tame
says, but
my thoughts.
hearts.
I
One of
got
those
lost
things
in,
I'm always
I got
thinking
lost in
about.
writing for years. I think.
Much like other things I'm always thinking about.
So,
Trains.
I started in grade 10. I was
uh,
probably about
fictional characters.
maybe
My
15.
writing.
I'm 33, so that's
And
18
raccoons.
years.
Salala.
Good God, 18
Kind
years.
of rabbiting on.
Um,
But that is irrelevant.
and what have I accomplished in those 18 years of writing,
The things
thinking,
that there's
and
all of us have our
looking at
obsessions,
feelings
our
probably
passions
longer
that
than I care
we
to admit.
just always think about. That everyone
I think I've
has.
gotten to the point now where I
Such
feel like I've
as
thought about it a lot.
passions that sometimes
I've
change.
thought about it enough.
overnight.
I don't really need to
Years
write too
since.
much anymore.
Just
I don't need to
looking around.
think as much anymore.
Trying to. Sometimes I get lost in my thoughts. They say we all think. If we didn't think, we would not be human. But I don't know what to think about it.
Do you get scared when there's nothing going on inside your head?
I've never really had that. I always have something going on in my head, so it's hard to get scared about there being nothing.
I think it's sometimes a state that a lot of us don't like to be in. So we don't be in it. We're always kind of chattering to ourselves or engaging in something or trying to distract ourselves, because if things slow down inside our heads, it's kind of weird.
Yes.
For me anyway. I don't know about you. But,
Yeah, I feel that. I always have something going on in my head. I guess the only time I'm truly not thinking about anything is when I'm asleep. Assuming that I'm not having any dreams, would that count as thinking about something? Or
I think it is. Like maybe our because during the day we're just sort of overstimulating our minds so much that when it comes time to sleep, our minds just keep going in that same groove.
Right.
And,
it just keeps going and going and going like that pink rabbit.
That's right. Yeah. But I noticed now. I was just thinking earlier that I find that my mind is slowing down a bit. Like there won't be much going on inside it. I feel sort of.
I guess I've never really been paying much attention to my mind when I don't have to. So
see, maybe that's where I'm a bit weird. Like I'm looking at my mind a lot. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I was 12 years old, I read this book by Krishnamurti.
Who's he?
Yeah, that's kind of hard to explain. He was a fairly popular public speaker, and he talked about being and enlightenment and that sort of thing. And one of his main ideas was that you were supposed to learn from yourself and look at yourself for knowledge and for wisdom. I don't know. I read it 20 years ago. And I don't really know if I'm really summarizing properly, but I just got that from it. I remember.
You wrote about the mind?
No, just kind of thought about looked at the mind.
I see.
Always kind of looked at myself, sort of narcissistically,
I guess never really thought about it, but we all want to know what goes on in our minds and everyone else's minds. Seems to be quite a popular topic these days. We all want to know what makes everyone tick. That sense of...
I just want to get it out.
Yeah. Sorrow,
Get it out so I can
turtle, rage,
relax.
tickled and resentful, trying to
Something nagging.
get away from it,
Forget about it.
struggling. Struggling, but somehow resigning to it.
What's out there?
Resistance is useless.
What's in there?
Pensive.
I'm turning into an animal
Midnight
that
stillness.
no one's ever seen before. And no one will see. No one will see the animal.
Frog becoming human. A collapsing turtle. Frustration